In a small and quiet town, people believed that everyone was born with their destiny already written. Dreaming big wasn't encouraged. In fact, it almost felt inappropriate. But inside one boy, Daniel, something different existed. A small, persistent voice saying, "There's something more." This is the story of how Daniel almost gave up and how he discovered the strength he never knew he had. Daniel wasn't the best student, not the most talented, not the fastest. He was just ordinary. But he had willpower, and even though willpower alone isn't always enough, it was all he had. At 14, he told his classmates he wanted to change his life, help his family, and become someone better. Their response? Laughter. Laughter. You. Seriously. That sentence echoed in his mind. His father worked too much. His mother was always tired, yet she always smiled at him. Still, Daniel felt alone, a feeling many people know too well. At 17, Daniel got his first job at a warehouse. He worked hard, saved every coin, and finally felt hopeful. But 1 month later, he was fired. No explanation, just a cold sentence. "You don't have the pace for this." He went home devastated. Not because he lost the job, but because it confirmed what everyone had always said, that he wasn't good enough. He cried alone in his room, and for the first time, he almost gave up. But the next morning, his mother sat beside him and said, "Son, who said you have to be good right now? You just need to keep trying." That moment lit a tiny flame inside him. Daniel decided to try again with more courage this time. He began studying online, reading everything he could. He discovered a passion for electronics and repairs. At first, he broke more things than he fixed, but he didn't stop. He learned the basics, then the intermediate, then the advanced. Slowly, confidence began to grow, but life always tests those who try to rise again. At 19, Daniel got an opportunity at a technical course in a nearby town. It was expensive, but it was his chance. 3 days before classes started, disaster struck. His computer, the only tool he used to study, burned out. Smoke, sparks, everything. Panic hit him. Without the computer, he couldn't start the course. Without the course, the opportunity was gone. Another fall. And again, he almost gave up. But this Chimi, he remembered his mother's words. "You don't need to be good now. You just need to keep trying." So he tried. He took the machine apart piece by piece, watched tutorials, read old forums, and after nearly 12 hours, he fixed it. For the first time, he felt truly capable. During the course, Daniel woke up at 5 a.m., worked until 6 p.m., rode the bus, studied at night, and only got home around 11:30 p.m. He slept little, ate quickly, lived exhausted. Many nights he wondered, is this even worth it? There was no answer. But sometimes silence is just the space destiny needs before speaking. At 21, Daniel graduated. But when he started applying for jobs, he faced the same reply over and over. Without experience, we can't hire you. To get experience, he needed a job. To get a job, he needed experience. A cruel loop. He returned home defeated, feeling once again like it might be the end. But he didn't realize something important. The falls weren't there to break him, but to prepare him. 1 month later, a neighbor knocked on his door. "Daniel, my microwave stopped working. Can you check it?" Nervous but determined, he tried and fixed it. The next day, someone else came. Then another. And another. Before he knew it, Daniel was repairing devices for the whole town. Without planning it, he had built his own customer base. And soon, he was earning more than he would in any regular job. He, the boy, they said, wouldn't go far worse, proving them wrong. 5 years later, Daniel owned his own workshop. Small, simple, but always full of customers. One day, the same manager who fired him walked in. Surprised, he looked around and asked, "Daniel, is this really you?" Daniel smiled. "Yes, it's me. You built all this by yourself?" the manager asked, and Daniel replied calmly, "I just didn't give up." Life doesn't test those who stay comfortable. Life tests those who want to grow. And maybe we're watching this feel something similar right now. Closed doors, difficulties, lack of support, the feeling of going in circles. But listen carefully. You don't need to be perfect today. You don't need to know everything. You only need to keep going. The pain you feel now may be shaping the person you're becoming. Don't quit. Don't stop. Don't sabotage yourself. Keep going. Because just like Daniel, you carry a strength inside you that you haven't discovered yet. And when you finally do, you'll realize it was all worth it. Thanks for watching.